So I just realized after 6 years of playing in Pleasantview in The Sims 2, I have never in my entire life built a house for Don Lothario. One, because he never deserved a home, and two, I've been too lazy, and three, all the pre-made houses were already there for me to like put him in. But after 6 years of playing his little current household and his life of redemption, he is now an elder of like 5 or 6 kids from like 4 different people, and he's retired, a family man, nice and wholesome, which is very shocking. I felt it was time for him to have his very own home that he rightly deserves and see what I can come up with, because I've been playing this Pleasantview save for a long time. I've made a lot of current household videos in the past like 5 or 6 years at this point, and I've really fell in love with these characters and I really want to be able to give the life that they deserve. And so Don Lothario was the main sim that I started with, and he's going to be the sim that I'm going to end with his very own home in The Sims 2. Now, here's the thing. Don is a family man and he still wants to be able to like have his very own, sense of family nearby him. So I'm thinking that if I build him a good, decent sized house that one will look somewhat remotely good and also can fit at least 4 Sims in, I feel like I have a good head on my shoulders if I do that. Now, personally, building in The Sims 2, I find it quite daunting because I never know where to start and I never know how I'm going to make it look good in the end. So the fact that I'm going to build something like this in this shape is going to be quite scurry. So I'm thinking that if the house is this small, I could add in a second floor just to be safe. That way we can go upstairs and do it that way for Flynn to stay upstairs. Because over time, the time that I've been playing with Flynn Caliente, which is, Mortimer and Dina's baby, but I feel like more considered, Dawn adopted Flynn into the family after Mortimer died, and Flynn didn't really want to be near Mortimer or Dina, so in a way, it's technically Dawn's 7th child. And Flynn has decided that in his rightful own place, he doesn't really want to go to university anymore. Has time. He has had time to decide if he wants to go to university, if he really wants to delve into a career of like, science and technology. But he realized that he just wants to be his own person and wants to be near family, which is mostly Dawn. Now, I don't really know where I want to put this. I gotta figure out where I'm gonna put the stairs first, but I would say it's a lot easier to build in the newer games like The Sims 4 than The Sims 2, because building, we don't have like a top-down 360 view. Unless, if I press T on my keyboard, I can see everything, but who wants to keep doing that back and forth? Not me. So we're gonna have to figure out how we're gonna make this look remotely good. This is not what I want. But in my fair share of playing The Sims 2, and with almost every single household there is in the game, I have had every sim go to university. And Flynn is like the only sim out of like maybe 25 that is not going to be going to university, which is very shocking to me because I always felt like he was going to be the one that would actually succeed in life and not have any drama. And you know what? He still might be the only one without any drama. If he disassociates himself with Dina and the whole Goth family, which he pretty much has had already, and also the Caliente family, he should be fine. Honestly, I don't mind. Yeah, I'll just put the stairs right here. We'll be okay. And then I can just cover everything up with the wall. So I'll put that here. This will be like a mini hallway leading out to the backyard, which is literally nothing. But that will be like a mini hallway. And then I will close this part up. Because I'm thinking for Don's bedroom in particular, he won't have a big room, but I'm thinking that his room could be this big. And we'll need to add in a bathroom too. So we'll add the bathroom right here, right there. And so that will be mostly like his bathroom, twins' bedroom, Don's bedroom. And then over here in this section, since it is very small and quaint, we're going to have to improvise with everything. So this will be like the kitchen area. I'll put like a little archway right here. And then over here will be like the dining room, living room, and then, entrance area and all that stuff. I really don't know what I want to go for the inside. I'm so stuck. How do I want to make Don's house presentable but also grown up at the same time? Do I stick with the green or do I not stick with the green? Because technically this is the whole kitchen and dining room. It's like a galley kitchen in a way. Like the door to this little hallway here leading to the kids' bedroom is gonna be like right here. So what if I just pretend this one, like an archway like right here, or actually can put it right here. Then I'm gonna have a counter, maybe a stove right here, more counters, fridge, and then stuff over here. So if I do it that way, everything else will kind of fall into place. So I'm thinking, I can actually use my favorite wallpaper that I have in The Sims 2. I think I've done crack the code, besties. The wall matches the stairs. That's all I need. If you don't look too closely, it matches. What I can do, since Flynn is technically still a teenager, I could use one of the doors that we got from the teen style stuff pack in The Sims 2. Oh, that could be really fun. Oh, I can have a lot of fun with this then. Oh, it's gonna be good. I could really go out with all of that. So if I find the appropriate one, because I want to give Flynn a full-on like angsty teen makeover because he has like this polished look going on and I really don't like it. So if I change his looks and I change his bedroom to give that style, this could really work a lot. I could give him a Murphy bed. That way he can like open and close his bed however he wants. So that probably will be a lot better. Then I could put this poster right here on the wall. He does love TV a lot and video games, so we'll give him a small little TV in the corner. I would say the way I'm trying to make this bedroom is where it makes no sense, but it makes sense for a teenager and makes sense for how long he's going to live here, which is not going to be for that long. You know what? Maybe this room doesn't even need a rug, but this rug is actually okay. I'll put it in like a greenish color and then move all the clothes around so they don't clip. And we'll just add in our wallpaper. You know, the gray is holding out on me, but then the black does look way better. So after the bedroom, I want to do the kitchen since it's technically the smallest room in the house. And I want to do something like a galley kitchen where you're basically, you know, you walk in like a alleyway, but galley kitchen. So I'm thinking I have like the fridge here and then maybe having the stove on the other side, like fridge here. And then the stove could be like right here. It's going to be like a small little fit, but I think it's going to work very well with what I'm trying to do. Because eventually I will have the dining room over here. But I'm thinking if I add in one more counter, like right here, that will be okay. Or what I could do, instead of a counter, I can put an island, a small little island right there. That way you can like sit still there, or I put the island over here on this side. So let's use the IKEA table. And honestly, I've been thinking about this for a while because I'm making a wish list of what I want to see in The Sims 4. And I honestly think branded collabs now would be very good. And I've been thinking about this, and I don't know about you all either, but I've been thinking about how can they do another IKEA stuff pack? Only because, you know, nostalgia. And two, I just think they're like really cool. Regardless. But I don't know. What are your thoughts on that? What do you all think? Something that I would have loved to see one day is where kids can earn money, but hear me out, but they can have a chance to have their own banking account, because we don't really have any of that in The Sims at all. But I do like the idea of having a way where my Sims can earn money but put it on the side for their own little fun reasons. Here it is. I'm like, where's the lemonade stand? I couldn't find it for the longest time. Here it is. But like having that lemonade stand would be so perfect because they have like their own little piggy bank where they can earn money from it. It all essentially goes into the household funds anyway, but having a way where they could put that money aside to wherever they want to put it would be very nice. And then they could use that money as their college fund. So I have a mod in The Sims 2 where I'm able to have all the Sims in the household have their own separate banking account. And so I've learned to give all of my Sims a way where they can earn money, but the money that they earn from like their part-time jobs or the lemonade stand is what they use as like a separate, you know, fund for, you know, whatever they need to use it for, like groceries, moving out, renting a house, apartment, college, whatever they might use it for. Unless I say, use it for this. I'm like, okay. Technically, I'm the one controlling the Sims, so I have to figure out if I want them to use their money for whatever reason. But most of the time, it's usually used for like groceries, rent, upgrading the house a little bit, kicking out somebody else, buying things for like clothing. it all ends up being used for something, but in a good way that will last them for a long time. Because eventually what I do is the clothes that I buy from the clothing store is I kind of pass it down to other Sims that might eventually live in their household. Because I like the idea that you can buy whatever clothes you want, and then as long as you are living and there are like Sims as old as you from a previous age can still wear those clothes. So I think that's pretty cool. What I might do the next time you see this current household, Flynn, Don, Carly Shay, and Michael Caliente will all be in this house. But Michael and Carly Shay will be children. They'll already have aged up because I can't handle toddlers right now because I'm playing the 100 baby challenge right now in The Sims 4, and I don't want to deal with any crying children. So, in retrospect, I'm going to age them up and give them a bedroom that they need to thrive. Now, they're not going to spend a lot of the time in this bedroom anyway because how small and rinky-dink it is. So they don't really need much in this room. And I don't really have any high hopes for them to stay in this room for that long, because what my plan is that since Dawn does share custody with Dina every once in a while, like every couple of days, most like 2 days out of the week, what happens is that Dina will pick up the kids from Don's house or wherever he's living at the moment, which will be here for the rest of his life. Dina comes to pick up the kids go over to her house for a couple of days, and then they stay with her for like 2 days, they're like during the weekend, and they kind of come back here. Now, I believe that ultimately Don needs to just take full custody of the kids, but he doesn't have the willpower or the energy to remotely fight a battle with Dina, because Dina right now is a evil witch. At the time, she was studying to become a good witch, but then things happened, life happened, and then she became a bad witch at the end of her life. She's still living. She lives like right across the street from Dawn, which is very scary for Dawn, for Dawn's sake, really. And also Flynn. I've noticed throughout my entire playthrough or playthroughs of all the households is that the majority of the Sims never really got to see their like children being born, because either they were dead the next day, or well, that's cute, or they just are just not around at the time of their birth. Like, for example, to give you all context, Cassandra, when she was pregnant with Don's baby at the time, she was pregnant, but this was like all way like after she kicked out, broke up with Don, and had him like leave him high and dry, and Cassandra just lived in his house until the term of her pregnancy. But here's the thing. Dawn never really knew that Cassandra was pregnant, like at all. So when basically when Cassandra found out she was pregnant, she never told Dawn that she was, and also decided that I'm never gonna tell him at all until our child to be will ask about him. She moved in with Darren Dreamer, which is actually Dirk Dreamer's father, and Darren Dreamer is like not really homeless per se. He's unemployed, wants to be an aspiring, artist and all. But the thing is though, I always felt like Darren didn't really have any ambitions in his life. And he eventually did when he got a little bit older, but he never really got a chance to really share that with Cassandra until he became an elder and saying, oh, now you tell me that you have a lot of ambitions in your life. Because Cassandra was really the only person making the money in the household, which honestly, you do you, Cassandra. Keep going. But she always felt like she had a weight on her shoulders, that she was being used for like her brains and her money, because where she came from, the Goth family is very rich, a very predominant family for years, and always felt like she was being used for her money, her name, her brains, her passions, and just like her love that she had for people. Like, she loves very hard, and when she gets hurt, she hurts very badly. And so I don't ever really want to see Cassandra in that position ever again. And so what's happening right now with Cassandra is that she's secretly deciding, after she had given birth to their new child, is that she wants to go ahead and divorce and leave Darren Dreamer, because he's not really the man that she thought he would be for her and for the kids, and felt like it was time for her to change and be single for the rest of her life, which honestly, I don't blame her at all. She can be who she wants to be, live her life the way she wants to live it. So I'm thinking that's what's going to happen eventually down the line at some point. And I'll have to do a whole full circle moment of why Cassandra is single and why I believe that Cassandra might go back to Don, because I'm not joking, I'm making this full circle moment that both Don and Cassandra might be literally endgame, where they basically get back together, get engaged, or just live together. And I think ultimately that kind of ruined them in the long haul at the very beginning of the relationship, that pushed them to push each other away to come back together in the end. So I am very, 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 very excited to play through their little relationship again and get them back together where they're supposed to be. I don't know. I'm just very, very excited for them. Now, these do work well with the little board at the bottom. I can leave that the way it is. I'm thinking I should add in a rug on the floor, which would be nice. Add a little plate in the corner. Something that I don't think we have in the game in The Sims 2 is a single tile desk, which we don't have. And I could add a desk right here, or I could add it literally right here, but then it blocks all the way. So what if I just move the dresser over here in the corner, take out this little desk over here. We'll take, not that one, we'll take, you know, Don would have a desk like this one. It's too fancy, but it works very well with what we're trying to do. So we'll have that desk. We'll put that here. And then for the wall art, see, that's tricky. The wall art is tricky because we don't really have much that I can choose from. I could repeat the ones that we already have, but having this one, ooh, I never use this one. So maybe I'll start using paintings I never use in the game to decorate my Sims houses. That could be a fun little thingy thing. This is gonna be a nice little house for them to live in for the rest of their lives. I am so excited to play The Sims 2 again. You have no idea. I've been waiting to play The Sims 2 for a long time, but I haven't had the motivation to play it all the way through, like my current households or anything. So I'm glad that I'm getting back into it again and reliving the glory days of what I used to know and how I used to play. So having all this will be perfect. And I think eventually down the line, what will happen is that they will get a pet, maybe if Don lives long enough, or Cassandra pleads to the Grim Reaper saying, please don't kill Don. He was the love of my life when I was like only 25. But I don't know. I don't know. I was gonna cover this up with a roof, but I think leaving it open like this, it makes it a little bit better. So maybe I'll leave it. I think we're done with the whole house for right now. I know I'm going to eventually play in it and like add more stuff over time, but for what we have right now, it looks pretty good. We have Flynn's room over here that looks very gothic, surfer boy, angsty teen, going through a lot drama and trauma right now. So having his bedroom looking like this is actually a lot better than anticipated. And then downstairs we have like Don's bedroom, which eventually Cassandra will move in at some point down the line. And then we have the twins' bedroom, which I think I should change their bedding so it looks a little bit more different and nice and uniform. So I'll have it like this way. For the twins' bedroom, Michael and Carly Shay, we have their little galley kitchen with their dining room, their living room, and like their whole entrance foyer area where they get their stuff ready. With a hallway bathroom, and then Don's bathroom as well. I also added in like a little grill in the backyard, and then also a little biker treadmill thing, so that way it looks a little bit more easier for them to exercise outside rather than inside. Because I know that they can work out only indoors through the TV if they have enough space, which I think they should. If I move this couch back maybe like a few inches, like right here, they should have enough space to work out. If not, I think they can work out behind the couch too. But I hope you all like this house. If you have The Sims 2 and you want to download this for yourself or for whatever reason, I will leave that link down below in the description for y'all to check out. But anywho, as always, I hope you all enjoyed it, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!